Hi and welcome to the Master Pilates Bubble. We're going to start on our knees with a TheraBand. You could do this with a towel or a stick if you don't have a TheraBand. So I'm using a TheraBand throughout this class, but you could definitely not have it. We're going to start with the arms out in front, and as you breathe out, take the arms overhead and all the way back. So you open your chest. And then bringing it all the way back. And if that feels easy, walk your hands in a bit tighter, or if it's too hard, separate the arms a little bit more. So you don't need to have this too tight. It just should feel quite comfortable. And again, a really good one if you've been at a desk, to open the shoulders up. Take it over. And all the way back. As the arms go overhead, try not to flare your ribs. So keep the ribs down and back. And arms, one more. And back. And then take your hands so that the TheraBand's in your hands. Roll the shoulders back. And as you breathe out, just pull the arms apart. If you don't have a TheraBand, you could hold weights or a can of beans in each hand. The big thing is to rotate the humerus bone outward, externally rotate. So we're trying to work the back of the shoulders. Very good for posture. Do 3 more. Then just take your arms back up above the head. And whenever your arms are this high, try to draw your shoulders down your back. Press the TheraBand to one side and then bringing it back up. And as you press it down, you pull down on the lat of the arm that's pulling down. Press and back and press and back and press and back and press and back. Then we're just going to rotate. So as you breathe out, rotate the spine around. Inhale, bring it back to the center. Rotate. And center. Rotate. Center. Rotate. Center. One more each way. Center. Rotate. Center. And we're going to use TheraBand or whatever you have a bit later, so I'm just going to put it aside. Lying down on your back. We're going to do pelvic clocks. So as you lie here, picture that your belly button is the number 12 on a clock and your pubic bone is 6. And your ASIS bones, the hip bones are there, are 3 and 9. So there's a clock face in this part of your pelvis. So as you breathe out, it's what we usually do without imprinting. We're going to tip the pelvis towards 12. But then, as you inhale, I want you to tip towards 6. If you have a Pilates ball, you can do this on the ball. It's quite nice, like this. Inhale to lengthen the spine that way. Exhale to tip the pelvis. So I'm going between 6 here and 12. And 6, and you use the abdominals to get to 12 and to get to 6. Then come back to the center and tip between 3 and 9. So it's side to side like a boat rocking. Rock. And now come back to the center. Tip towards 12 and then roll around the whole circular clock so that you feel each point all the way around. I love to do this if I have a sore lower back. And you really can identify where it's coming from. For me, at the moment, it's tighter here. So it'd be more like 10 or 11 on the clock. I feel it the most. And then go back the other way and see if it's as smooth going the other way. So round all the way. And try to engage your core as you're circling. It shouldn't cause you any pain, so if it does, you can not do the full circle. Do the bit that feels comfortable to you. Right around, and settling back to the middle. Breathing out, we're going to bring your right leg up to tabletop and then the left leg up to tabletop. Find your neutral spine, and as you breathe out, just tap your right leg to the mat. Then inhale, bring it back. Breath out. Inhale, bring it back. Inhale. Breath out, draw the tummy. Breath out. Inhale, bring it back. Breath out. Inhale, bring it back. Now, legs are together. We're going to open just the right leg to the side and then bring it back to the center. Now the left leg and bring it back to center. Breath out to bring it back from the core. Make sure your pelvis doesn't move. Should be no pain in your back to do this. If there is, just see if you can flatten your back a little bit more, or if not, just rest. Open, core on to pull it back. One more each way. Breath in, breath out to pull it back, and breath in, breath out to pull it back. And place one leg down, other leg down. Bringing the arms up to the ceiling. We're going to breathe out and lift your head and chest up into a sit-up and extend the arms down. And inhale back. It's called the hundreds prep. We could do this in tabletop, or we could do it with the legs out straight, but today, keeping it very simple, keep the feet down, or whatever your body says to do today. The big thing is that it shouldn't hurt your neck to come up. If it does, just put your hands behind your head. And watch that you're not losing your pelvic alignment. So we've done our clocks. Now we know what the center is. So staying in that total straight pelvis position. And lift, because the hundreds that comes later on, we stay here and pulse the arms. We'll just do 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And lower down. Take your legs long. Actually, put your TheraBand around your feet. Or a towel, if you don't have a TheraBand. And just lie down. As we breathe out, roll up through the spine. Keep curling up and pull the belly button in towards the spine and curl right forward. And roll back. Tuck the tailbone under, all the way down. And breath out, rolling up. So the TheraBand is there to help, but use it so that you can slow down and articulate through the spine and feel the belly pulling in towards the spine so that it's your tummy that lifts you up. Breathe in. And then exhale, the tailbone curls under to come back down. Exhale. Keep hollowing the tummy. Rolling down. One more. Breath out. Rolling up. And rolling back down. And just take one foot out and the other leg is going to come up into a hamstring stretch. Bring your elbows down. If you have a towel, if you have enough room, bring your elbows down and your shoulders back. And try to get the back of the knee as straight as you can and just pull it towards you. And we're going to do a leg circle. So the leg is going to go across the body, around and back. 2. And we want to keep the pelvis square and steady. 3. So we're moving the leg, but trying not to affect the spine. And go back the other way. Open and right around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switching the legs. Other leg long. Breathe and hold that hamstring stretch. You get the back of the knee as straight as you can. Pull it towards you. Remember to breathe when you're stretching. Now take the leg across the body and around. And across and around. 2, 3. Really circle the leg in the hip joint. So we're stirring the hip socket. Try not to move the spine. And back the other way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just have a hamstring stretch. You're going to roll onto your front now. It's called the scarecrow. So the arms are at a right angle to the shoulder and the elbow. Your forehead is down. And you'll just lift your hands and then your elbows. And then the elbows down and the hands down. Hands, so this is like the rotator cuff exercise we started with. Trying to really roll those shoulders back and down. Hands, elbows, elbows, hands. As you lift the elbows, try to feel like they're spreading out wide. So your back becomes a little bit more broad and down. And keep working the tummy so you pull your belly button off the ground. Now add a chest lift, so you're coming up into extension with the upper body. You don't have to come too high, just off. Hands, elbows, head and chest. Try to imagine your sternum is lifting up and out, but keep pulling your abdominals away from the mat. Hands, elbows, chest. And down. We'll do 2 more. It's hard work. Elbows, chest. Keep pulling the tummy in. Hands, elbows, chest. We're going to come up onto our knees. If it's hard on your knees to kneel, just grab a cushion and prop it under your knee. You're going to step one leg forward and also hold on to a chair or a couch or whatever is close to you if you need. We're going to tuck the pelvis under and just take the pelvis forward so that you feel a stretch through the front of your hip. That's my right hip. Keep the body tall, tucking the pelvis, and also squeeze the right glute so that your right hip feels it a little bit more. We're not really going as deep as we can. We're more lifting and tucking, which gives almost a better stretch. And then just sit back and flex your front foot. So it's a hamstring stretch. Go as far forward as you can and breathe into it. As you relax, take yourself further forward. And coming up, and we'll change sides. Tuck your pelvis, squeeze your glute. Take it slightly forward and lift the body upright so that you really feel it through the front of the hip. Also try to drop the right hip down so your pelvis is square. Keep tucking and squeeze that glute on that side. Good, and then just take yourself back to stretch that leg. We're going to come back onto all fours and we're just going to take the left arm and right leg out opposites. So concentrating on your core and trying not to lose this position of your spine. And breath out. Inhale. Breath out. Inhale. Breath out. Really feel that your tummy is pulling up away from your clothes. Breath out. Back. Now we're just going to step one leg back, then the other leg back, and just hold that plank. Remember to push the ground away, lift your sternum a little, tuck your tailbone under, and pull your tummy away from the ground. And just bring one leg down, other leg down, and again extend it. If this hurts your wrists, please just come onto your elbows or your knuckles. Breathe. Press the ground away. One knee down, other knee down. We're going to come onto our side, on your elbow. Lift your bottom side, flex your top foot. Take the leg forward and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Take it back, hold it there. Almost rotate your spine away from your leg and you're going to lift it towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then just lie down and grab that foot and have a quad stretch. So you pull your leg towards your bottom. If you can't reach your foot, you could put a towel or a TheraBand around your ankle. And again, like our hip stretch before, tuck your pelvis under so that you're not arching your back to do this. You should feel it through the front of your thigh. Breathe. And we'll change sides. Onto your elbow, legs along. Lift that bottom side, breathing in, exhale back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 10, take it back, rotate away from that leg and lift it up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, use the glute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lie down flat, grab the foot, or get a towel or TheraBand and pull the leg towards your foot towards your bottom. Tuck your pelvis, draw in your tummy. And relax, and we're just going to sit up. And just to finish, take one leg out to the side and the other leg bent in front of you. You're going to take your arm up and stretch over to the side. Try and open your rib cage towards the ceiling, so really on your side. So you'll feel the stretch both on your inner thigh and the side of your body. Then rotate towards that leg and just relax forward and breathe. Then come back to the side and coming all the way up, other side. Leg goes up, bend the other one in, stretch over. Hold it there and breathe and open the chest to the ceiling. Then turn, face that leg, let yourself hang forward. Breathing into it. Then come back to the side and all the way up.